Alright, so the design is coming together, completion is within view, and a lot of the nice pieces and parts of the project are being installed, so it's an interesting time to look at what's behind the scenes. So this is a three-dimensional design drawing that we've been using, and all the pieces and parts of the project are live, and if you look at any one of them, they coordinate you with everything else that's below it, in front of it. So a lot of times when I'm looking at a project, and when I'm on a site, I don't see what's in front of me. I see something that looks a little more like this. So the top, the electrical, all the things that have to coordinate. So you know, it can start to be you know, seeing the past, seeing the future. But I think people are interested in what's behind the scenes. So fortunately, it doesn't look like that. It looks like this. So let's talk about one little detail, which is the countertop, which is really a beautiful piece. But what makes it work? Okay. So this is a piece which is almost 11 feet long, and it's a little over 5 feet wide. That's bigger than standard granite sizes, so unless I wanted a seam down the middle, which I don't, because it's a special piece that you're really going to have your hands on, we have to really coordinate things nicely. Also, we have to support essentially a tabletop that spans a little over 10 feet. So let's look at how that works. Here's a plan of the whole kitchen, and here's that beautiful island. And I've got this set so you're seeing through everything as I would. Now underneath this top, which like I said is about almost 11 feet long, underneath of that there's a piece of steel right here that reinforces the whole thing, which is something that I always like to do. The top seems very strong, but it's actually very brittle. So this thing's all been coordinated so that here's the skirt of the island that's ready to receive a piece of steel. And then I've had separately fabricated, and you can see the coordination lines, the big piece of 3" by 3" steel in the top. So it's real strong, it's going to last, and it's going to work really nicely. Then we have to go select granite. So I take my very patient and very decisive client, thank you, Kate, out to the granite showrooms, and we look at lots and lots and lots and lots of granite slabs. This one looks nice, oh, but it's got a yellow spot. That one looks nice, it's a little too dramatic. So back and forth, and we finally find a piece that we really like, and it's actually on a boat coming up from Brazil. So we have to get all the specifications figured out and so forth, and it's also an oversized piece. Like I said, most pieces are only 10 feet long from here to here, and we need one that's 11. So we really had to work closely with our granite fabricator to figure out how to get that bad boy. Now comes the interesting part. We have this nice corner, and how do we get that thing made? So let's go to the details of that. So then we pull up, and what we do is the granite fabricators come out and they do a laser template that, in this case, confirmed that the installation that we had was accurate. And then this right here, this heavy line going around the perimeter, that's the line that they're trying to coordinate with. So I do a drawing that shows the actual shape of those corners, which is a custom design. We wanted it to sort of round off at the corners, but the kitchen's not about round shapes. So we wanted it to flow a little bit wider in the middle, flow a little bit like this, and work back and forth with the owners. And I like this design a lot. So this actually is a computer-aided design template that I send to the granite fabricators, and they actually cut right from this. They put this digital information into their cutters, and they cut the top. So it took 8 guys to bring this thing in because it weighs 1,200 pounds and has to be handled pretty carefully. Obviously, it's not flexible. You don't want to bend that one. So here they've got it in place, and they just sort of tip it up and slide it in place. Now, the interesting part is the base cabinet was verified using the granite countertop fabricator's computer templating system, so that the design that we gave them is a perfect fit with the base, so everything fits exactly right. And here's how the top worked out with the corners, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I think they have enough softness and round the corners off just enough, but fit in with the design.